Here we go. Hello, community. I was going to say good morning, but it's not morning anymore. It's good afternoon. Reason for the video today is last night I was sitting there looking at the Facebook and private groups. There's a lot of questions. You know, some of them, one guy was asking about the 8-2 split, and he described the 8-2 split perfectly. So is he just looking for trolls? Is he looking for a pat on the back saying good job? I don't know. He pretty much looked like he had a handle on it. And you got all these other guys, you know, like trolls saying he's, you know, he's stupid and all this other stuff. And, I don't know, maybe he could have been describing what he thought it was, and if he's correct, I don't know. But, you know, I just came back at him telling him, hey, it looks like you got a pretty good handle on it. Heck, you can do an 8-2 split forever. But in order to get out of that 8-2 split, you're going to have to do a 10-hour break to get out of that 8-2 split. 8-2 split, pretty good for, you know, getting a little farther down the road or getting to a shipper or receiver on time. A lot of times, you know, you do an 8-hour break and then get to your shipper or receiver. A lot of times they'll take 2 hours or even hell, even more than that to get you loaded or unloaded. So, and then the other side of that on them damn groups is they're complaining about brokers and how cheap they are. Well, if guys weren't taking the loads so damn cheap, all it takes is one or two guys hauling a certain load for a certain price, and no matter what the customer's giving the broker to haul the load, they're going to try their damnedest to haul it for that. And you hear it from the broker all the time. Oh, I move this for this rate all the time. And, you know, I'm on the phone with my wife, you know, a lot of times. She'll have it on speaker and have the landline on the office landline on speaker. I can hear it all the time. We move it for this all the time. It's only this many miles, but hell, you know, it might only be 300, 400, 500 miles. You know, that's a lot of our runs. Is, you know, 5. Yeah, we're lucky to have a 700-mile run. You know, maybe 700 and something was the dead end. You know, and regardless, you know, you hear brokers say it all the time. They don't pay deadhead, but we figure it in. Somebody's got to pay the deadhead, whether it's the guy on the other end or the guy on this load. Next load or this load, somebody's got to pay the deadhead. We put too much time out there for free, so don't forget that deadhead. Figure that in. Brokers are just like we are. They want as much money in their pocket as they can. You can't blame the broker for doing it. Some of these loads, they'd be paying a lot better if some of these guys would just wait, calm down. There'd be another load. You don't have to take that load. Just because you called him or he called you doesn't mean you have to take that load. My wife, the little woman, she learned that a long time ago when we first started. And they tell her, oh, so you're not going to take the load because of $50. Yeah. This is what we want, and we ain't getting it, find someone else. We don't take it. You know, $50, you know, yeah, if you don't figure in the deadhead, you know, it might be $2 a mile, 2.10 a mile. But you figure in your deadhead in on that, and you're under $2 a mile. All right. Now you figure your deadhead in there, and you add that $50 that we was originally wanting. Now you're even higher than the 208 or whatever, you know, that they was asking. Know what you want, know what you're worth, know your numbers. Another thing I was seeing on that Facebook thing, there's a lot of guys that's running around. Oh, you can't mix your personal expenses with your business. Well, if you're running one truck, he's right and he's wrong. Yeah, you need to know what your house numbers are, and yes, you need to know what your business numbers are. But if you're running a one truck operation, you have to figure everything up for a rate. We figure in all of our house bills and do our average mile per week, and that's how we come up. And we add it with our business stuff, and that's how we come up with our bottom line rate. But we don't figure just our bottom line rate when we're bidding these jobs. We do the profit, because the one guy that piece on Facebook that he was squabbling about, he said you have to figure in vacation money, vacation time on all your rates. That's where that profit comes in. You know, if that's your thing, you know, you want to above and beyond your profit, you want to figure, let's say $4,000 or whatever, you know, for vacations. That's fine. And then you want to split it up for the year. That's great. You want to put it into your rate. But there was a bunch of guys saying he was stupid and all kinds of stuff. You know, if vacation's important to you, and you're a real owner operator, your own numbers and everything. I don't see how you do all that, but some of these guys are company drivers, and they're throwing that out there, trying to figure out how they do all this stuff. And all you're going to get is a bunch of trolls talking a bunch of crap, and you aren't going to get nowhere. There's a lot of these guys that are doing these lease purchase, and they're buying a bunch of stuff that they don't need. Buying all that chrome stuff to put it on your truck and your dashes and all that. Chrome don't get you home. Chrome don't pay the bills. Screw that shit. You need to know your numbers and learn to negotiate these rates with these guys. The broker is not the enemy. Let me say that again. The broker is not the enemy. In most cases, the broker is there to help you. Is he out there looking out for more on himself than you? Yes. You can have a relationship with a broker all you want. You can think that having a real good relationship with a broker is great. Do your job. Be on time all the time. Good communication. That's where the relationship comes in. Don't think because you got a good relationship with a broker, you're going to make more money than the next guy, because you're full of shit. It ain't going to happen. once once the newness wears off on that, they're gonna start finding the cheaper guy because you're dipping into their money. Period. Um, yeah, just learn how to negotiate. Know your numbers. How many days you're going to be on that load? That's another factor. We run reefer box. You know, is it a -10 load? How many days you going to have it? You know, a lot of these loads, like you pick it up on a Friday, they don't want to deliver it until Monday. Sometimes it's a Thursday, they don't want to deliver it until Monday. Get that extra money. You're running that reefer, you're wear and tear on that reefer. And if it's a -10, you know, depending on the time of the year, you know, whether it be like this time of year, I've been running a lot of my loads start and stop. Now in the summer, you know, I got a 2010. It was manufactured 2009, the reefer unit, the trailer. So in the winter, this time of year, I'll put it on start and stop. It holds pretty good. Now in the summer, like June, July, August, depending on what it is, they got temp recorder in there. I'll go ahead and do what they want, you know, and most of the time they want it on continuous run. But if they don't have a temp recorder in there and they don't specify, I put it on start and stop. But most of them we was running, they really stressed continuous run. But the last, well, except for that ice cream load, we had an ice cream load. Boy, that was stressful. It pretty much maintained -15 the whole time. There's a couple times I checked it. It said -19, but it was only like one or two times that I actually seen it say that. I never did see it say -20, not once. Well, yeah, just before I loaded, you know, it got down to -20. But after they threw the ice cream in there, it never did say that I see. So, yeah, we aren't going to haul ice cream anymore. It's just too stressful. You know, because hell, that damn reefer, you know, pulling down all the time. Yeah, it's no good on the reefer unit, you know, and hell, reefer unit's 2010. Well, 2009, the actual unit. So, but you know, we've been getting over $3 a mile on almost all of our loads. You know, and there might have been one or two over there that was like 240, 250, something like that. And every single one of them, they kind of balked at the price, but they jumped on it. Like this load that I hauled over Nebraska, it was kind of a heavy load. It wasn't chemical, but I had to have it on is like components of fertilizer, but it wasn't hazmat. They wanted it at 60 degrees. And we got over $4 a mile on that one. And then this one here, going over to St. Louis area, it's over $3 a mile. You can get them. And both these loads are dry loads. I don't know. Know what your rate is. Know what the rate you want. Like let's say 220. Let's say even if your rate, your house and your truck, you know, because let's say your truck's paid for. Let's say your rate and you're hauling a dry van. Your rate's down around $1.60. You know, bottom dollar. Well, jump that damn thing up. You know, try and stay up around the $2 range. Some of those Try stuff you aren't doing. You know, you're used to making a 1,200 mile, 1,800 mile run on that one leg. A lot of guys, they'll take that less money load. Well, they see the higher amount, but then you add in those huge miles, and then you're down to right at $2 a mile or less. Well, you're just screwing yourself. Why don't you take and go out and back, or do a triangle, 500-600 miles on each leg, and you can pretty much, on the one run, on the one leg, you're making at least what you made on that long one. And you're doing 3 of them to go back and get another one. If you can keep doing that, find the good areas. You know, if you don't live in a good area, find out where the good areas are, get a load into that area, and then do them circles until you want to go home again. Figure this stuff out. It's not that bad. You know, last year, 2019, everybody was saying how bad it was. We probably would have done better if we would have stayed leased to F2F, because of the cargo insurance and all the little extra fees. But we still made more than what our insurance was, than what we did over there at F2F. And we're projected to make more than that this year, because this, for the month of January, I'm not sure, it's a few $1,000s over January of last year. We was way ahead. So if we stay with these projections, we're gonna be way ahead. But we've been changing up what we're doing and where we're going. So stop blaming the broker and start looking in the mirror, because that right there is the person that you need to blame. Look in the mirror. If it's not going the way you want, analyze what you are doing and what you're not doing, and tweak it, change it. The broker don't give a rat's ass, and the guy next to you don't give a rat's ass of what you're doing. You look on those Facebook groups, and they're all out there asking. Stop asking. You aren't going to get any good information off those closed groups. There's a bunch of trolls out there wanting to take your stuff. They want you to do the work. That's why they're on there asking. They're not asking so they can learn something and do it themselves. A lot of the questions I'm seeing is either to pat them on the back, they're doing so good, or for you to give them damn good, like, contacts. Like, one of these guys was asking, what's the name of a good broker? Well, that's a loaded question. There's brokers that take care of this area or this region, and this broker might take care of this region. Or get a brokerage, you know, if that's all you're doing is a spot market. Figure out the brokers and the loads. Keep track of the loads, and then while you're getting these loads, pick their brain. And when you're over at the shipper, pick their brain. Find out where most of their loads are going. And ask them who takes care of their loads. What brokers. You know, if that's how they do it. That's where you're going to get your information. Not off Facebook. Stop blaming the brokers. The broker didn't put you in the situation you're in. And keep your truck up. Last year, during that blitz, me and the little woman made quite a bit of money during that week and a half. The time leading up to it and the time after. Because these guys wouldn't run. They's afraid of that blitz. Their truck wasn't right, or I don't know. Yeah, we try and make sure our equipment and everything is up to par all the time. All the time. Know your numbers. Stick to your numbers. And here's the deal. If you take way less on this load, you watch. The next time you go to take that load, that broker's got notes in that computer. And he said, whoa, well, you hauled it for us for this price last time. We've hauled numerous loads for these numerous brokers. And, whoa, well, you did haul it, you know, like 1,600, 1,400, you know. Well, you did haul it to us, you know, and we quote them the same price the second time. And, well, you did haul it for us for that price the last time. Yeah, we can do that. If you haul cheap for them once, they're going to want you to haul cheap for them on every time. You know, I see on the Facebook group there where they say, oh, cut them a break. It'll help you out in the long run. No, it won't. Let me say it again. No, it won't. It will not help you a damn bit. It will hurt you every single time. Now, if you haul load for this broker and you're hauling for let's just say pretend it's $1,500. You haul 3 loads for him for $1,500. Then the broker calls you up and say, hey, we're in a bind, blah blah blah. Okay, tell him okay. The best I can do is $1,400, whatever. This time and this time alone. Tell him, put a note in your computer that this is the only time I'm going to do it for that price. Because I'm telling you right now, if you haul load you've never hauled before for a broker, and then you go back and you think you're making a relationship with them, don't kid yourself. Because the next time you go to haul that same load, you're going to be hauling it for that price or less. Because once you take a lowballed load, that's what you're going to be stuck at. It's what they call an anchor point. Once you made that anchor point, you're screwed. I'm not that far out of Des Moines right now. Yeah, very nice. Going down there just outside St. Louis. About 9 miles. Yeah, about 9 miles. Well, anybody has any comments about this here video, go ahead and comment. I'll respond to your comments. And as usual, like, share, and subscribe, by God. I'm going to get off this before I get into traffic here in Des Moines. You guys have a good day. Stay safe this winter. You have a good day.